cut it.
Yeah, we did. You just didn't fucking have it because you were fucking muted.
Okay, everybody calm down!
I can't. I really can't.
Yell at me for an hour, I don't care, but wait till the podcast begins.
Hit record and start talking, sir.
Hello guys, welcome to the Awkward and Doing It Wrong podcast. We already did fucking wrong because I recorded for half an hour and before I realized I was muted.
Son of a bitch.
There's me, the moron, there's Nickole who hates me, and there's Flamewheel who's pretty impartial and is gonna have to start recording to make sure that don't happen again.
Yeah. Disappoints.
That being said, I'm looking at my recording and I'm not muted, so I'm good. Go ahead, Nickole.
Are you though?
I swear to God.
I think he's fucking muted right fucking now.
Oh my God.
I think that's where we're fucking sit right now.
It was a really heavy episode, and I did most of the talking, and you would have heard none of it.
You know what though?
If anybody wants to hear
y'all lucked out. Y'all weren't fucking here.
If anybody
we're not going over it again because I can't live through it again. I refuse.
If anybody wants to hear the raw footage, I'm happy to put it up there, but you won't hear me until I say you guys won't believe this.
Flamewheel has some very interesting things to say about Byte, however.
Yeah.
No one's gonna know what that is.
Talk at all, but like...
We could re-talk about that because we never finished that conversation. Explain what Byte is.
What is Byte? So, the creator of Vine...
I'm yelling at you.
Oh, okay, keep yelling then. I'll wait.
Literally a half a fucking hour sitting here talking, and I haven't even eaten dinner because it's only going to be an hour. It's fine. I can eat dinner after we do the podcast. And now I have to wait longer to get fucking food because you were muted the entire time, ranting, going on, not even paying attention to what the fuck you were doing. And now I have to wait, and I'm so mad, and I just can't even.
And she's already having a bad day.
I literally, it's just getting worse, and oh no.
Small recap. People on Twitter and Twitch are fucking morons. You're caught up.
That pretty much sums up the first half hour.
Yeah, we talked.
Which you'll never hear. Dun 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 dun.
We talked about the Kobe Bryant thing and the stupid people on Twitter that reacted stupidly. That basically caught it up. I saved you 28 minutes.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Also, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant and his daughter.
R.I.P.
And the other 3 people.
And the other people.
Okay,
Flame. Just
talk.
Now, on to Byte.
Alright, so, the creator of Vine decided, you know what? I made a bunch of money when Twitter bought my shit, and then failed to utilize my shit. So I'm just gonna make another Vine. Only this time I'm gonna monetize it.
Mm-hmm.
More so.
Yes.
So, it's Vine, and it's TikTok, and it's a different name.
It's.
You think it's odd that you would think that Twitter would have sued him for creating a product that they had already bought from him and killed.
You would think, but
you know,
it's a different name. They didn't have a monopoly over that thing, right? No, maybe.
I suppose.
I mean, I guess I don't really know.
It's just really strange.
He made both of them.
Right, but they didn't have the rights to Vine anymore.
I mean, I guess.
And they don't have the rights to Byte.
Nobody has the rights to Byte.
Nobody has the rights.
It's 8 bits. It's a type of data transfer.
Wait a second. You byte 8 bits?
So, bits is a BITS.
Uh-huh.
Is one piece of data. A byte is 8 of those bits.
Hmm.
It's a string of code of zeros and ones that equals a letter, generally.
Hmm.
It's how your computer stores data, Travis.
I know. I was making.
How do you not know this?
I was making jokes about bytes and bits. I'll bite your bits if you keep going.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not okay.
And I think I don't
want to be here anymore. Why does it always lead to this?
Oh, come on, it's mild compared to.
I miss Colton.
Oh God.
Hey, listen, you were saying something about Byte, Nickole, before I interrupted you to say that I'm a moron, which I'm aware. Do you have anything else or no?
No, I don't even remember what I said before.
You said something about Byte. And technology. It was technology.
Really helpful.
It was technology. Yeah, it's something to say about technology.
Yeah, it's not coming back to me. I don't remember.
Something about the fact computers just don't like Nickole.
Yeah, that's true. Tell about your headphone situation. Tell them about your laptop situation. It's always fucking you over.
I can't form a complete thought. I'm so mad.
I broke her. I'm sorry.
Literally. Just any thought that I had, I'm not going to be able to remember it because my body was filled with rage and it just pushed everything out. And I was like, okay, well, fuck it. Flips the table. If I had a table in front of me, it would have been flipped. That's where I'm at right now. Okay?
Come on.
Headphones are broken.
Hey,
I don't know why.
Some people record an entire podcast before then they realize that the recording broke. So that could have happened.
What?
It didn't. It's just me.
What?
I broke.
What?
Yeah.
What? The recording's broken and we wasted another 20 minutes?
That'd be fucking
I swear
hilarious.
to fucking God.
I will come through
I
this
would
mic.
literally flip
That
everything.
That wouldn't even be my fault.
I would punch a wall. And
Don't
then
punch
send
a
you
wall.
the doctor bill.
Don't.
And send you the doctor bill for my broken hand. That's how that would go. It's like, listen. Okay, I'm just gonna calm down. Take a deep breath.
You good?
I can't. So I'm gonna talk about my headphones, and I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with my headphones either. So right now on my laptop, that's weird. The volume is muted. The speakers are muted on my laptop. I have my headphones plugged in, and I can hear you both fine.
Mm-hmm.
If I unmute it, there's a chance that the sound will still come through the laptop and also the headphones.
And then I hear me.
And I don't know how to fix it. I've literally looked at all of the settings, and when I go to the settings, it's like the laptop isn't even registering that I have headphones in. But like I said, they're still fucking working.
Bitches.
So it's like, I have no idea what's wrong with my headphones.
Me neither.
And I don't know if it's the headphones or if it's the laptop.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping it's not the laptop.
Hope not.
I mean, if it is the laptop, it's whatever because I can still play League on it.
I mean, it could also be a setting that you're not aware of, too. Like, there are random shit on computers.
I feel like I've looked at everything, and
Did you go into the playback devices?
Probably. This has been going on for a while, and I haven't looked in a long time at the settings because I was just annoyed.
Yeah.
We can't fix it right now, Travis.
Sorry.
God.
I'm sorry for everything. Tonight has been a failure.
Oh my God, I know.
She's well aware.
We didn't have any topics to begin with. This would have been a good week to just skip. And we're like, no, we're going to get into it.
We're
And then you were
force it.
fucking muted for a half hour. I think that's not another fucking sign to just skip this week.
And then he's like, fuck it, let's keep recording anyways. We can
Even
try
though
this
I
again.
didn't want to.
My initial thought was to rehash all the stuff because I was going to title the episode Heavy because all I did was rant for half an hour of rants nobody could hear other than Nickole and Flame.
And you know what? We're worse off for having been able to hear it.
They were good rants. People are douchebags. They didn't even hear me call someone a bitch.
And we already established that's not a word we're allowed to
my
use.
God.
They don't even know who I'm talking about.
It's because you suck.
I know.
I'm sorry that you aren't good at this, okay? It's not my fault.
Okay, let's everybody calm down.
I can't.
Just calm down.
I am calm?
Okay, let's talk about
hype.
that guy in Florida licking doorbells.
Ah, yes. Alright, recorded at 6 a.m. on January 24th, a man is seen standing outside the homeowner's front door before leaning in to lick the video doorbell several times. The man is holding what appears to be a stack of newspapers or a phone book and pauses for a few seconds to point at various sections of what he's holding, though it's unclear what he's trying to point out. He leans in for a last lick before turning away.
It's probably.
That man is clearly on drugs.
It's probably a Jehovah's Witness. I mean, it seems like something they would do. They're like, you're not gonna answer the door? Lick the doorbell.
Tasty.
Which really doesn't inconvenience me because I'm not gonna ring my own doorbell.
Right.
So, I'm sorry, any visitors.
The homeowner was home in bed at the time and received a notification on her iPad that there was motion at her door. I cannot even look at it, she said on the video, which became public after she shared it. The homeowner said the doorbell licker used to live in the neighborhood, but is now homeless and has issues with mental health. No, you don't say.
Can you
The
imagine?
guy licking the doorbells has some mental health issues.
Can you imagine waking up in the middle of the night and your iPad's going off? You look at it, it's just a guy going, whoa. Just staring
Well, especially
into your
because it
soul.
sounds like she was home alone, so that's actually even more terrifying.
I'd have pulled out the machete I don't have.
I would have looked over, saw that, and then called 911 and be like, "There's a man licking my door."
Holding
Houston, we have a problem.
holding a phone,
Yeah.
what appears to be a phone book. I think he's nuts. Maybe you should get over here.
Please kill him.
I know this is Florida. It's just another day here, but I'm scared.
The man told the police he was, in fact, at the residence when the incident occurred and said that the residents were friends of his. The event was recorded as a suspicious incident, and the man is not facing any charges. Florida is weird, but I don't think we have many doorbell licker statuses.
Fucking pain eaters.
The homeowner is like, I'm very glad I decided to install the system. You never know who will be licking your doorbell.
That's not ever anything that I would think. I'm like, oh well, here's a doorbell for somebody to lick.
Right.
That's not. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, Florida's just nuts.
Full of fucking crazy people.
People always say that, like they're like, Ohio people are crazy, and I'm just like, compared to what?
Right.
There are some crazy people in Ohio, like me.
No, you're stupid.
Oh.
And your face is stupid.
That really would have fit our theme of today if the first one would have been recorded
Yeah, right.
Really?
with sound.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Too bad that's not the case.
Gotta keep reopening the wound, huh?
It's like adding salt and
Or
lemon.
salt. Yep.
Now I should just title this podcast, I'm sorry.
Feel salt, man.
Or I'm stupid.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
I do the same thing. Look, I'm sorry.
No, knowing Travis, it would just say we're stupid.
Listen,
Then I'd be even more salty.
nothing
And I
ever-
wouldn't know because I don't watch.
nothing has, nothing has ever fit the brand like this, so
But we're so entertaining. I don't know why Nickole doesn't watch it.
Oh my god.
you watched the
Yeah,
last
baby.
one.
Yeah, which one? I've just said that!
Oh.
Oh,
God.
just smack him.
Florida man arrested while pointing lasers as planes landed.
Yeah,
Well, that's illegal anyways.
yeah.
Have fun spending time wherever.
Charlie Chapman Jr.
Did you say
Is his
Charlie? I
name.
thought you were going to say Charlie Chaplin.
No,
I was like,
Chapman. Aimed his laser pointer towards the plane 4 times and towards a sheriff's helicopter once as they tried to land last week.
What a moron.
One pilot said the laser hit him directly in the eyes and caused temporary blindness and lingering blurred vision. The Orlando Sentient reported a video has shown a man appearing to throw objects at the sheriff's helicopters that tried to land. Damn. That is an unhappy dude.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of the show The Misery Index?
Heard of it?
I
never
have
seen
not.
it.
It's actually, well, I mean, some of it's like a little bit ridiculous, but it's kind of funny. So, it has the guys from Impractical Jokers on it.
Okay.
And
Instantly
you have 2
good then.
contestants. Yeah, you have 2 contestants, and they are trying to guess on a scale of 0 to 100 where, like, real life stories that are just completely crazy and also, like, miserable things would land on that scale.
Mhm.
And, there was this one, and I don't even remember the numbers, but, like, I just remember some of the shit that was on the show because it's crazy because this stuff has actually happened to people. And one of the guys, he was shit on by a dolphin.
The fuck?
Like, I don't know how that happens. Like,
Well,
he shit on
easy.
by a dolphin.
Dolphins are actually assholes, so they'll gladly shit on you.
And then this girl, she dropped her cell phone in a toilet, picked it up,
Oh
and then
no.
sucked the water off of it
No!
with her mouth. Yes.
No!
Yeah, that it like I
No.
and then there was one this woman cut off her husband's penis twice.
You know, as a dude, you should learn after the first time she cuts off your penis, time to leave her the fuck alone.
I think the guy that with Lorena Bobbitt learned after the first try.
He did, but then her next boyfriend, she did that shit, tried to do that shit again.
Yeah, but do you know, success story, that guy ended up being a porn star.
Frankendick.
Yeah, the Lorena Bobbitt cut the guy's dick off, and then they sewed it back on. He ended up being a porn star.
He did a bunch of B films too.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like in a bunch of like action movies and shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's a success story. I mean, that's the opposite perfect. That's the opposite.
But if what she said was true, he was an abusive asshole.
Oh, I don't. But they say that every time they get in trouble for something.
Well, then he fucking deserved it. To get his dick cut off.
I'm more surprised they could sew it back on.
Yeah.
You can die of blood loss that way, real easy.
The biggest issue is that's how you cover, right? I saw that what was that bank heist where they strapped that bomb onto the guy's neck?
Oh, that thing was fucking crazy.
It was on BuzzFeed Unsolved, but there's also a documentary on Netflix. I can't remember what it was called. It's like I can't remember what the documentary.
Me and my
was.
dad watched it while he was up here during Christmas.
Yeah, and that person's husband, she had like 3 husbands, and they all mysteriously died.
Yeah.
And she got away with like all of them because she said that they were abusing her. I'm like, all of them? And and then that's how she tried to get out of everything. So it's like sometimes people say that just because they know that people will feel sorry whether true or not, and then you have a chance of getting out. Doesn't mean that the people aren't abusing them. It happens. I'm just saying it does. That take does get abused sometimes by some people.
I can see it.
Because of the justice system, but we're not going back into that.
You shouldn't abuse people.
You shouldn't. But no, some people.
But like murdering them isn't the right solution. Although our justice system is fucked, so you might as well take shit in your own hands.
Yeah. Well, the issue was I don't think they were actually abusing them. She was just nuts and killed them, and then claimed that they were abusing her. So she was able to get off of it that way because it was pretty much her word versus a dead man's.
I mean, yeah.
I hear they tell no tales.
Yeah.
They don't.
Good. Man. Gotta watch those Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Yar.
We're not talking about that again already.
Why aren't we not talking about Pirates of the Caribbean? That's what I was talking about. Why?
I know.
Why do you hate them?
I don't hate them. I hate you.
Well, fair enough.
I don't see how these two things correlate.
Why can't we talk about it though?
I thought you didn't like them.
You didn't even like the first one?
No, I thought. Oh my fucking god! It's like you don't even listen to me.
I did.
I thought you didn't like them.
No, I wasn't a huge fan of the third one. Because I thought it kind of carried on too long.
4 and 5 is too long.
I never saw 4 and 5. I've only seen the first 3.
You're not missing out.
I don't think I've seen the last one.
It was what they refer to as fucking garbage.
I think 5 was better than 4 from what I hear.
That doesn't like mean a whole lot though.
Yeah, but I'm an easy mind when it comes to movies. Usually.
You're a mime?
You're not.
Yeah, because the third Pirates of the Caribbean started to bore me. That's why I didn't like it. But I like if the other ones have like we had this conversation before. The reason I can watch Batman vs Superman, even though it's not that good, is because it has that action. Now, when Jesse Eisenberg Lex Luthor's on the screen, I'm like, get him off my screen.
Why is the Riddler on my screen right now?
Joker Riddler. But I'm easier on movies than I am on video games. Like way easier. I like a lot of movies that other people hate. And I mean, it's not like I like Batman and Robin. That movie's terrible.
I disagree. That is a great fucking movie, sir.
I've never seen it.
I just watched Shaun of the Dead last night. Awesome movie.
Spells his name wrong though.
Sean.
Spells it wrong.
Yeah, well, there's like 8 different ways to spell Sean.
There's only one right way though.
Only one way that makes sense.
Indeed.
Listen, I saw somebody spell Phyllis, Phy. Wait, no, it was Felicia. Sorry, and it was Phylllicia.
You always have two options when coming up with names, it seems, in the modern day. It's something creative and unique, spelling it incorrectly.
Yep.
My name only has
Well,
one
like-
spelling.
Trash compactor.
Even though
No, you can put a Y in there.
hey, I know
Just
people.
take out the I and put a Y.
I mean, I always say Trav.
So it's like gravy. So
I always
Travis.
Say, I always say Trav.
Travis.
I always say Trayvon. It's basically Travis, or it could be Tevin. I don't know.
Tevin.
Tevin.
Tevin. What the fuck?
Listen,
I've seen some weird days in my.
Tevin.
parents these days are literally putting like a Y in every spelling of their child's name.
There's a
Fucking white people.
There's a quarterback for Alabama named Tua Tagovailoa, and the reason his first name is Tua is because nobody wants to say his real first name, which is like 15 letters long. I'm looking it up. It's nuts.
There's a dude named No Sean.
No Sean Marino.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that.
Where you got Megatron.
It is. He's from Hawaii.
That's a cool ass name.
I'm gonna try to sound this out. Juaning Malunia Lapaloa Tagovailoa. It's like the longest name I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think that's how you pronounce it.
I don't think he's close.
I'm sure. I know how to.
Travis doesn't speak native Hawaiian.
I know how to
Just
say.
put it in the chat.
I know how to speak. I know how to say Tagovailoa because that name's said. They just call him Tua, so I never had to try to pronounce it.
We had a lady at my last place I worked where no one could pronounce her last name, so we just called her S13. Because she was her first letter of her name started with an S and then it had 13 letters.
So I put it in the chat. Pronounce it.
I can't.
I got nothing.
I said I was gonna try to sound it out. I never said I was correct.
Nah, I don't. You need to put that in the descriptor for the podcast too, because I got nothing on that one. Maybe the commenters can figure it out. I ain't got shit on that.
And then when you put Tagovailoa, his last name isn't short either, so it's like the longest name. But I can pronounce his last name because they say it all the time. No one's ever said his name with that because no one wants to.
Yeah, with that attitude.
But anyway.
Just respecting that man's heritage.
I feel like you're just getting all riled up about this, Travis. It's just a name.
You keep it up. I'm going back to Twitter conversation.
I don't want to discuss Twitter anymore. It just makes me the sad
Those
wheel.
people are fucking idiots.
You literally shouldn't ever be on Twitter ever again.
Yeah, you're just banned from Twitter, Travis. I'm sorry.
I'm not banned. You're
It's
banned.
for your own good.
You really should.
Look, man, I'm just retweeting art.
Listen, I'm scared of Twitter. It's
I hardly even get on Twitter.
It's gonna
You
consume.
even have a Twitter.
Listen, I don't. Yes.
Yeah.
I
Well, let's talk to you, Travis.
have 2 Twitters.
Travis, you have 2 Twitters?
One of them's used for sports news.
Oh.
It's my real Twitter.
Oh.
And then the one I have, the angrier Travis one. Can you tell I'm angry? You keep saying you're getting so mad. Well, no shit.
I'm pretty sure I'm the angrier person here.
You are angrier than me.
Just calm down.
I've
That's why
never.
I'm Flamewheel.
I remember like what was it? We were playing Far Cry 5, and I finished the first level in like 1 try. And you're in the back like, he keeps shooting me with a rocket launcher. It's fucking bullshit. And I'm like, just shoot him, Flame.
I didn't see him. I didn't see him the 6 times we drove by him. I don't know what you want from me, man. That action was too fast for my slow motion brain.
Apparently, I had the sight of I don't know what has good sight. An
You
eagle?
got Jedi Future Sight?
Yeah, because I saw that motherfucker first try. So
He flukes his way through a video game and then thinks he's good at it.
I am good at Far Cry.
I was still mad I never got to progress. It made no sense.
Yeah, maybe next time. But anyway,
I blame Nickole.
I mean, I would. She just plays League. Nicole's gone to bed.
Well, she's really hungry.
I literally am just over here counting down the minutes.
That shows ya.
What time did we actually start the podcast, Travis?
It was about 6:05.
You're a fucking liar.
No, I'm not a liar because we recorded for half an hour and now we've been recording for half an hour. 2 separate half hours.
Oh, sorry.
One of them doesn't
Different
count.
time zones, okay?
Oh yeah, it's only 6:15, and she's like, "This motherfucker, we've been talking for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
my dick."
I was like, we have been talking for way longer than that, and I'm gonna die.
Why are you out here murdering poor Nickole, Travis?
Listen, there's some people that have seen do podcasts for 4 hours. If they can do it, we can do it.
No.
No.
No. You're gonna be.
We would need at least 2 more people.
Fine, I'll save that for the other podcast coming soon.
Y'all talk
without these two.
Oh,
Good.
sad
I don't
face.
want to be in it anyways.
You
Fuck
wouldn't be able to help unless we were talking about League.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
You don't know that.
I do.
Oh. I see stuff.
I see that. I see stuff. Well, I'm not talking about what we're doing in the podcast, but let's just
The
say
new PlayStation 5 looks stupid as fuck.
Yeah, it does.
compared to the new Xbox.
But it'll be
Oh,
backwards
I-
compatible.
I don't care about the Xbox.
But no, you can't go off of what they've shown so far because those were all been dev kits for the PlayStation. Because the dev kit for the PS4 was like a huge brick, and then they announced it, and it was like completely different. So
Yeah,
I'll wait.
they got this stupid thing.
I'll wait till it's announced. There's supposed to be an announcement in February. Let me tell you something. I'd rather have that PlayStation 5 that looks like it came from an alien than the Xbox, which looks like a rectangle stand-up.
Yeah.
I am
rectangle.
surprised they actually are making a new Xbox. I kind of expected them just to go to Windows gaming.
They gotta
Just-
stay. They gotta stay on par. I want them to stay alive, so then PlayStation keeps making their games, so they don't get content.
Complacency
Mhm.
is a slow and insidious killer.
Why don't you like the PlayStation 5 look, Nickole?
Because it looks stupid.
Why does it look stupid?
Well, because all of the other PlayStations look sleek and cool, and it's just like simple, and then you got this stupid one that looks like it landed from Mars. Like, what are we doing?
There is one cool looking
I
one.
know they need to make it look different because it's a new one, but like, I don't know. Put the button somewhere, make it different. Just don't put a stupid little dip in it. We're
I
retarded.
see pictures, but I don't see.
But they've always been that dev kit.
Oh, that's kind of interesting looking.
No,
And
it's not.
that's it.
It's always a dev
It's like a U shape. Is that what I'm
It's
looking at?
stupid.
Listen. Again, we're going off the dev kit right now until it's officially announced. It's supposed to be officially announced sometime in February.
Well, there's
Oh, the controller has a screen on it.
it's like a U.
Yeah.
The fuck?
And
Literally looks-
we'll wait
That's
and
kind of
see.
neat.
There is one cool picture of it with that model. It's like jet black and it has like kind of almost like royal blue lights in it, but it's like in a darker background. It looks cool when it's like that. But I'm just waiting to
Oh,
see.
yeah.
I saw a bunch of people freaking out over it also. It's not like I haven't seen other people freaking out about it, but I don't actually know yet if that's actually what it's going to look like.
There's been an abundance of leaked PS5 dev kit images swirling around the
That
internet in
looks
recent
cool.
months.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one. That's what I think we were looking at. But this one's saying that. However, there's something a bit odd about the PS5 images we're seeing. They don't quite look in line with Sony's previous PlayStation consoles in terms of design.
Mhm.
It's a V-shaped box and almost alien-like in its appearance. This
Yeah,
allows us to
and-
believe that the PS5 dev kit we are seeing images of, not the final PS5. Because what Nickole has, that's fucking badass.
Mhm.
But
That was the
this
one I
is-
saw initially.
This is stupid.
And like I said, it's hard to know until they announce it because I think this
Yeah.
happens. I think this happens every time. Like I said, the PS4.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be the dev kit.
If you look up the PS4 dev kit, it was huge, like bigger than the Xbox. And that's just so they can send out to people who are working on games for the PS5, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to look like that.
Yeah, because generally they want to go through and streamline it first.
Mm-hmm. I personally don't care how it looks. I just want good games. You can say the same thing about the Xbox.
You just want a console that's not trying to eat your freaking CDs.
No. It never.
Don't lie to me.
It never eats it. It just won't accept it. Be sitting there. The only time we got through is when we played the Far Cry 5 DLCs, and somehow we got through them.
Yeah, the DLCs were good.
Mm-hmm.
I like getting to play back through the movies the dude was directing.
Yeah, it's fun. Fun times. Play Far Cry, not because we think you'll like it, but because it's my guilty pleasure and I love them. And if you like guilty pleasure stuff,
have they announced a 6 yet?
Ubisoft delayed all their games.
Oh yeah, because they fucked up with Breakpoint.
Yeah.
Which we never finished because it sucked.
I don't care about consoles. But
Yeah,
the top one is fine, the second one is not fine, and then the other two would be fine.
Yeah, it's like a waiting process because you have all kinds of stuff that they
I like the
release.
one where it shows like. Well, I don't think that's that one with the Xbox controller. There's no fucking way they'd go to that. I like that first one though.
And I was thinking that looked like a Nintendo Pro controller, kind of.
Yeah, it does look like my Pro controller.
Except without the little screen. But yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Let me see here. So I'll try to go through and put all these pictures up on the podcast so you guys that are listening can see. But this is what the PS4 Dev Kit looked like before the PS4 was announced.
Oh, that looks stupid.
Yeah, it was gigantic. So it's like so the PS5 may end up looking like that alien thing, or it may end up looking completely different. It's weird because they just kind of throw something together and send it out so that people.
They're like, this is gonna be all the stuff that goes in it. We haven't engineered it to be pretty yet.
Yeah, because so they can send it out to the people making games that are going to be on the PS5. They have something to go off of.
Yeah.
So dev kits are never usually indicative of the final product, but I guess we'll find out. Hopefully, in February is the rumor.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
For Valentine's Day.
Yeah. But right now I can't focus on that one. I got to focus on The Last of Us 2 in May, even though this comes first. Last of Us 2.
Didn't everything get delayed this month?
Yes. Listen to the other podcast.
Fuck you.
It hasn't been recorded yet.
Yeah, fuck you. Douche.
Did you decide on a name?
No, we have not decided on a name yet.
I still like my vulgarity one. I think that was the best one.
Listen, you and Raiden started going back and forth, and I'm not going to lie, after like 3 of them, I stopped paying attention.
Look, bro, I gave you lots of ideas.
And
if you don't want to use them, I don't care.
Ideas and good ideas are two different things.
He
Look,
doesn't
bro.
want to use my ideas either, Flame. It's fine.
I know.
I like my idea, and I wouldn't even have to ask, but that dumb motherfucker, you know what, there should be a statute of limitations on this, and let me tell you something, he hasn't made a podcast in 5 years.
Literally, I had some good ideas, and they all got shot down.
Okay,
Pew, pew.
2 guys, 1 podcast is not that great.
I like it.
It's definitely
It's
a name.
fucking stellar.
It's definitely a name, but that's about it.
It's a great name. Fuck off.
He didn't like any of my ideas either, Nickole.
I'm gonna read you some of mine. Hang on. I
Okay,
gotta find
let's
the
do
list.
this.
I gotta scroll back up. What did I have so far?
So while they're
What did I say?
while
I
they're
make logos, bro, not names.
while they're looking up all that stuff, the new podcast is going to be a gaming related podcast. It's going to have reviews of games and gaming news. We're going to try to do a weekly. If there's no game to review, we'll just do a gaming news podcast. That's the idea right now. We'll evolve it as going on. Maybe we'll have segments, make it a little different than this podcast where we're just yelling at each other.
Look, sir, if you hadn't fucked up,
I know.
we'd be done
Listen!
already, and there'd be no
I
yelling.
wanna be angry.
I'm well aware. Listen, I just want you all to be angry to try to bring you onto my level.
Oh my god. Okay, so I had 2 guys, 1 podcast. And then I said 1 guy, no friends. Two guys, no friends. I was also one bottle of at this point when he asked me for name suggestions, so we're just gonna remember that. I ended up drinking 2 bottles. So
Damn.
yeah. That's a lot of alcohol in my system that I don't.
I like mine.
I think what was the one?
Game
2 guys,
Gasm?
1 gamegasm.
Yeah. I just like Gamegasm.
See, that would be good.
I said
Game
GameStop.
Boys. Except you can't have Game Boys because they're already taken. So I said Lame Boys because I was pissed.
I always like is you're like 1 to 100. You're like actually helpful, and then when you give them an idea, I'm like, I'm not sure if I like the one. You're like, fine, fuck you then. And I'm like, how did we get here?
You have to agree with me, especially when I'm drunk. You can't just be like, no, that sucks. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna give you a shitty
I'm not
one.
just gonna listen to whatever your first name is just because you're drunk. You know, that's a great podcast.
Well, maybe you should.
Oh, Twinkle Twinkle podcast. I'll call it that because she's plastered, and that was the idea she threw out at me.
Yes.
I don't see the problem here.
Yeah. 2 guys, 1 pizza, and then you eat pizza the whole time because that sounds like fun.
Actually, that would be fun.
See, thank you. See,
I like eating pizza.
Gameplays podcast would be a good name, or Not Your Average Gamers.
Oh, we're average. Average gamers.
Well, then you can make it very average gamers.
Slightly below average gamers.
Below average gamers, like I don't.
There's an average gamers podcast. Fuck you, internet.
Oh my god.
I'm so salt right now.
I'm gonna stick with
Okay.
loose morals Gamercast.
Like the guy who did Gamegasm podcast doesn't even do YouTube anymore because I don't know. He doesn't want to. He doesn't even do anything anymore. He could be dead.
Sad face.
It was a podcast before Machinima Games or whatever. That website doesn't exist anymore.
Machinima.
Yeah, I don't think that website exists anymore.
No.
Unless I'm thinking of a
what were your suggestions? Travis, shut up.
My suggestions for Travis? He didn't like any of them.
He didn't like any of mine.
He's a giant jerk face.
I'm picky.
I really
So we
don't know how
got-
to ask us this stuff.
Game Station.
Okay.
That one's pretty weak. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, that one's okay.
They're all weak.
GameStop because they're going bankrupt.
That one?
I got non-Allegiant Gamercast, Paladin Cast, Paragon Cast, Renegade Cast, Muffin Button.
No, it's Muffin Buffin.
No, Muffin Buffoon.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Muffin
These
Buffoon.
button mashers.
I like Rain's idea of podcast, but for video games.
That might be the best one.
That's not even a good name, and I swear to God, if you pick that, I'm gonna be upset.
Or what was my favorite one? Shit opinions for a shit timeline.
Whose idea was that?
That was mine.
Oh, I like that one.
That was my favorite. That's probably my best. Which is sad, because that's my best. I only bring weakness.
You could name it Shitty Gamers.
I feel like you'd lose. I think you'd lose out on like what you were trying to go for.
There was a suggestion of, what was it, Podcast of War, and I'm like, wow, that seems like it could be a completely different podcast.
That could go either way. That could be like talking about World War
Actual
II
war.
history,
Yeah.
or Vietnam War history, or American War history,
Yeah.
or video games.
Video games.
Don't sigh at me.
Well,
I don't like your
don't
attitude.
pick a name, because I'm not helping you ever again.
Yes, you
Fuck
will.
child.
Listen, Nickole, out of all the people who actually throw out names, yours are the closest to me saying yes to. Usually,
That doesn't mean
usually
anything,
I'm
though. You
used-
still said no.
No,
I
usually
know, 2 gamers, 1 pizza is great.
it's nothing to do with video games.
Yes,
It says gamers in it.
2 gamers, 1 pizza. Fuck off, you shit.
I like.
I'm not reviewing pizza.
Yeah, with that attitude.
I already know what the good pizza is. I gotta review it.
Damn it.
2 gamers, 1 bag of Doritos. I don't know what you want from me.
Doritos. Apparently.
Good names.
Just want to eat some Oreos.
There's a
Those were good names.
Douche.
gender fucked.
Yeah,
What the fuck is that article? No, ever look up River Styx podcast.
Was it good?
You go down like 3 articles. The gender fucked with River Styx.
Oh.
I was
Well,
like,
no, I guess that's not a good idea.
well, thanks
It's
for
a good
coming.
name. It's a good name.
Yeah. I don't want to be gender fucked.
No, I don't know what that means.
No. I don't know. You know how while you were giving me ideas, how I was staring at my video game collection, just seeing if I could take words from it. Like at one point,
How'd that work out for you?
At one point, I was just like, I wonder if the Far Cry podcast would work.
No.
I
No,
don't
sir.
think it would.
Crying cast,
Okay,
maybe.
at this point,
Sad
Nickole, at this
Gamercast.
point, Nicole's checked out. I could say the greatest podcast name ever that's not used, and she would still go, I fucking hate it.
You're
You're
fucking
not
right, I
wrong.
Yeah, I know I'm right. I could hear the way she said that's a stupid name, that she was gonna say that no matter what I said.
Well, it was a stupid name, though. She wasn't wrong in this
would.
instance.
Any name you suggest, I'm just gonna shoot down.
You're right.
Like One-Eyed Lucy in
Like-
the logo.
Yeah, don't tell me it's your idea. Just say it's somebody else's, and it'll be fine.
Start your
She
own
doesn't
podcast.
have ideas.
Start your own podcast. If you're so good with names, you can call it the Poopcast because that was one of Flame's suggestions.
I didn't say it out loud because it was stupid.
It's in the Discord chat.
I'm well aware where it was located, but I didn't say it in the podcast because it was dumb. I was sober.
Listen, I don't even want to do this podcast half the time. What makes you think I want to make up my own? Like I'm not. No.
It's not like this
What's
one.
wrong with you?
It's not like this one's structured. I feel like it was structured the first time with a little ranting, but still structured, and it would just.
That's because
my
you
fault.
you
my
didn't
fault.
have any topics the last 2 weeks, and somehow we're just picking up your baggage and dragging it
Listen.
for you because you can't even record your own voice into the fucking
Yeah.
podcast.
Listen.
No.
Listen!
Sometimes. Oh my god! Did you just yell at me?
Oh,
I yelled at Flame. You were talking.
okay.
That's what I thought.
I would never yell at you. Don't hurt me.
That's what I fucking thought.
Aw.
I heard myself.
Oh no. I hurt myself today.
Oh. What are you gonna say, Travis? Just say it.
It's gone.
Okay. Good.
It's gone.
Probably bullshit anyways.
It's gone. You ruined it. It's over.
Yeah, well, now you know how I feel all the time.
Oh no.
You feel good, right?
Feels
No.
bad, man.
Feels the best, man.
Is dying. I'm proud of myself. I actually picked up the house today.
Oh, look at you.
Look at you go. I'm proud of you.
I haven't done anything today.
I'm not proud of me, but I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks. I'm proud of you.
I
The
have-
you that's proud of me.
I have no reason to be proud of me.
Fucking garbage.
No reason.
Trash tier gaming.
Trash tier game.
That should be the name of your podcast.
Trash tier podcast.
Yes.
Or would it have to be trash tier
sometimes-
gamer podcast?
Oh my god, there's a Trash Tier podcast on Stitcher Radio.
No,
Damn it.
you're a fucking liar.
I'm not. It has 5-star review on one review and probably his friend. I was so excited about that name.
Use it.
God, I don't fucking.
Who is this fucking person?
TNF Gaming is already taken. Might as well fucking use it.
They didn't
someone
even
else's.
capitalize the Trash Tier or podcast. What kind of podcast doesn't capitalize their title?
Fucking shitheads.
Their
It's
last-
like they're awkward and doing it wrong.
The last podcast was November 30th, 2019.
That's pretty recent, sir.
Trash Tier Gold has provided the listener an in-depth view of criticism of all upcoming and new. It's actually about video games.
Oh, damn.
I want to actually heave myself. You know that.
Damn it. Can it be trash tier gaming, though? What if you do trash tier gaming podcast?
What's the episode about?
Or gamer podcast?
trash tier gamers.
Ooh.
Are they, though?
Yes.
Do we know this?
Yes.
How did they get on Stitcher?
What the fuck's a Stitch?
It's also on iTunes.
The fuck's an
Bronze
iTunes?
division.
What?
Bronze division.
Hardwood division.
Fucking plastic. Styrofoam division.
That's what you are right now, ma'am.
Flamewheel! God damn, shut up.
Ma'am, this is a Denny's. Oh wait, no, you're silver, aren't you?
No,
Oh,
I am bronze.
I'm silver. I don't even play anymore.
That was an accidental rig on the team fight tactics.
So that means you have a fucking border now next year.
No, that was last season. I don't even think I have a board.
So you should have a border this season then, technically, right?
I do.
Yeah, bronze, right?
Or did, yes. Okay, we don't
Yeah.
have to keep rubbing it in. Fucking bronze, I know.
Hey, you should have went for silver as a support. That's all I'm saying.
You hate to see
No,
it.
it wasn't in normals. It was in.
Oh, the tree thing. So does it keep the border, or do you lose that border if you're not playing?
If you don't do ranked, you lose the border when the next season's.
Oh,
You don't even have a border.
well,
You're not ranked anymore.
Oh, sad face.
I have been debating on playing normals, but I want to do it on an alternate account because if I
You
try to
could
play
do with a
normals now-
friend.
Yeah, right. Like I have many of those that actually play League. I don't.
No,
I'd happily be your friend that plays other games, but
you don't. No.
there's even a podcast that exists called the Hot Garbage Gaming Podcast.
Oh, sad face, because that's my favorite emote I made for you. Flaming garbage.
Like you know, remember how mad Nickole was when she found out that I was muted? Take that, and I'm at that same level in sadness right now.
We finally found a good name, and it's already taken.
Listen, I told you, just name the podcast Styrofoam Division, and it'll be.
I'm
Can you
not-
do trash tier gaming or gamer? Like one of those?
hot garbage trash tier gaming?
Actually, that's pretty good, sir.
No.
That's
This is bullshit
actually
and
fucking
we suck.
amazing.
I can't believe this. Everybody in the comment section below, press F for.
I'm telling you, trash tier Gamercast can still be a thing, sir.
You should name it. I can't believe it's not a podcast.
Can't believe it's not
Trash tier
gamer.
Gamegasm podcast.
No,
Just combine
I
them
can't.
all.
I can't believe it's not trash tier
Yeah.
podcast.
Ooh. You know what's really good? Speaking of butter,
Speaking of butter.
that cinnamon butter from Texas Roadhouse.
Ew.
Oh, it's
Amazing.
The best. It's the
No,
best.
I don't like it.
Fucking stellar.
I'm not a fan.
You,
Alright, how long has this podcast been going on?
it has
I don't
been
know.
going on long enough to know that we had.
An hour.
It's 48 minutes.
Not long enough.
Is that long enough though?
I got one more headline for y'all before we leave.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, ready?
No.
Florida man finds World War II grenade, takes it to Taco Bell before calling the police.
Huh.
If you first thought after stumbling across a hand grenade is to order a double cheese gordita crunch, think again. One Florida man made headlines last week when he reportedly found an explosive while magnet fishing, which I'm not sure what magnet fishing is. I don't know what regular fishing is.
Oh, god damn it! I'm sorry. You fish with a magnet and you're trying to catch the fish that's hooks in.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Wouldn't that make sense? I don't know if that's what it is, but wouldn't that make sense?
You had me convinced, and I doubt that's the case.
That's what it
100%.
is. Exactly what it is.
100% sure
You
you're
get the
wrong.
question. Don't you think that sounds good? Yeah, you must
No,
be
yeah,
lying
that's
if you're
right.
asking that question.
So,
I know.
he found an explosive while magnet fishing, put it in the trunk of his car, and drove to Taco Bell. It remains unclear whether the magneteer, that's a cool word, intended to detonate the bomb in or near the restaurant, or whether he was just grabbing a quick bite before calling the authorities. So he's either, I want to shit my brains out, or I want to blow the shit out of this place.
Oh, so magnet fishing is like I lost it. Okay.
You
so
had
magnet-
me.
It's searching in outdoor waters for ferromagnetic objects available to pull with a strong Neodymium magnet.
Neodymium.
So it's like a metal detector, but for the water.
Yeah. Kind of cool.
Listen, I was close, and I had no idea. Okay, you could probably get a fish like that if they still had a hook, you know.
No.
What?
No.
Yeah.
No.
You were all for it like 2 seconds ago. You can't just change your mind that quick.
So he was probably just hungry. Around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, the unnamed man. This is last Saturday, but this is like this Saturday, by the way. The unnamed man informed, I can't pronounce that, Ocala Police Department dispatcher of his find, prompting a local bomb squad to evacuate East Silver Springs Boulevard restaurant. It turns out the device piled into the car boot with various other rusty findings, including an axe head and what looked like a sledgehammer, was an authentic World War II hand grenade.
Damn.
They removed the grenade without incident. Oh, yeah. And now it describes what magnet fishing is after all the important stuff in the headline.
Maybe you just gonna read it.
The pastime is now gaining national attention thanks to random guy who got the munchies.
Who got the munchies? You don't know.
Who got the munchies?
Hey, man.
I'm still upset. I'm sorry, I can't get over this.
Would you spend 30 hours in a coffin for $600?
No, I'd have an anxiety attack and die in said coffin.
I wouldn't spend 30 minutes inside a coffin for $600.
Not even 30 minutes?
I'm claustrophobic as hell.
Oh. I'd probably spend 30 minutes, not 30 hours, but I could spend 30 minutes in a coffin for $600.
No, I'd have an anxiety attack. Easily. I'd just be covered in my own vomit if I didn't drown in it. Fuck that.
Sometimes you'll have to eat your own vomit.
It just sounds like a good time for a nap, okay?
That's true. I could maybe do like 6 hours if I was able to fall asleep instantly. Yeah. That's it. That's all I got.
It depends. Do I have anything to entertain myself? Because that'll make a difference.
I would say you could probably take your phone.
Yeah, but it's not going to last for 30 hours.
My phone wouldn't last for 10 minutes because it keeps shutting off at 85%. It won't turn back on until I plug it in.
If not your phone, what are you gonna take in there?
Lotion.
Whoa. Well, if your phone's already dead, what's the point of the lotion?
You're just gonna have to use your imagination, huh?
Yeah, you just got.
That's not nearly as much fun.
I'd like to envision that you already know what it looks like.
The coffin or my phone?
No.
The image is on your phone.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
This is awkward now.
But anyway, we're doing it wrong. We already did it wrong. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel and you really enjoyed it, please subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Or don't. It's fine.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. And hopefully I'm a better person. I probably won't be.
I won't be here because of Travis.
Oh, see, I had bobblehead.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Click.
Is it over now?